So, as of right now, I took this loan because the target of this 5 minute is the next draw, and it's also sitting with this buy side liquidity here. Um, if we take this high right here, that'll be a point of I'm gonna move my stops. So this short-term low. The setup looks clean. We have a breaker block right here. Also had a gap here, but it's ES is the driver. No, EQ hasn't fully displaced yet though, so it's a little tricky here, but I feel like the setup is valid enough. Take this high, I'm gonna move my stop to the short term low. On either ES or NQ. The short term high should get taken. Simply put, attacking the midpoint of daily bullish. It's not inversed yet, so it's still valid. All right. As of right now, did NQ check that shit? NQ took it. Fuck. Move my stop to the short term low. I would need to see a reversal here once again. NQ definitely took that, right? Yeah, definitely took that. I mean, if we get stopped out here, it's not a problem. Um, we we were well managed with this trade at the end of the day. We got another tap on this gap too as well. So we seen a displacement here. Now the displacement move back above here. That'd be pretty clean. Got another tap on it as well on ES. At that point, we move my stop here. This shit wanna be weird, so we're gonna. I took it right there. Stop risked there. All right, at this point, I'm gonna go break even. This shit wanna be so weird sometimes. There we go. All right, break even with one runner left. Targeting the New York Open for 151 points. I'm gonna target that close right there. All right, that's how you handle a trade. Simply put, risk was well managed, and I took this due to the fact that obviously ESNQ didn't displace, right? But pretty much right after it did over this high, it came back and gave the entry again. Didn't take out the short term low, very algorithmic. Um, at this point, we're break even. So, I mean, we're going to let this run the New York Open. Uh, and risking about $70. See what happens here. Here's another entry, too, off of another one of interest. Let me see what that is. So, even right here, this would be 100 points targeting the New York Open if you got this right here, that entry. But as of right now, we're break even, so we don't give a fuck. This 5 minute gap gets inversed, that'd be very, very clean. Do have a 15 minute too before this happens too. I'd like to actually see this 15 minute get inversed. If not, I'm gonna move my stop to that tap of that gap. You should continue to see every gap from here on out should be a move higher. I'm gonna clear this up too to make it a little bit more cleaner. So this 15 minute gets inversed, I'm gonna move my stop and a profit to there. I might go ahead and move my stop in a second here. We got 2 more minutes till this candle closes. So I do want to give it some room, but so as of right now, I'm moving my stop right here. Moving stops there. I want to see this candle close above this box. We have a nice model right here too, so this gap should also get respected. All right, so as of right now, I'm pretty confident this 15 minute is gonna get inversed. Honestly, all right, I got inversed. I'm moving my stop under the 15 minute gap, so at 214.75. That's my stop as of right now. If he wants to come tap that, that's fine. Should also respect this gap too. It shouldn't even come below it, even if it's a small tap. Yes, did not inverse that 15 minute though, or the 5 minutes. So that's why I'm really trying to trap my stops a little bit more aggressively here. But I really feel like the target is New York Open. And also the fact that yes hasn't. So how much is that a point difference? Ain't that much. All right, we're gonna move on. We're just gonna keep our stops here. The target is New York Open. Now would secure us about 133 points. Yes, also tap the midpoint of this 15 minute. That's pretty algorithmic. That's pretty algorithmic. Might be a chance we get stopped out here, but this gap should get respected. Yes, just tap that gap as well. And it is NFP week, so as of right now, let me bring up that by the way. It's NFP week, so I mean if we got red folder at 8:30. I mean tomorrow might be a solid day to trade, but me personally, I done experienced um multiple times where I done got stopped out like on good setups on NFP week, and they say not to even mess with NFP week after Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know which one it is, but no. I probably won't even trade depending on how that shit goes. Yeah. We take this short term high, I'm gonna move my stop to this gap. Like I want to see an aggressive move to this point here. But as of right now, our stop is in a profit. Um, we already made profit, took partials. So I'd obviously like to see us take out that short term high, especially on ES because of the simple fact this is the midpoint of the 15 minute. All right, if we aggressively take this high, I'm moving my stop here. Look at the point difference. I honestly think this will continue to even data highs to be real exact. But I really want to see ES take that high before I even move the stop. But let me see how much that would be. Let's judge that. Let's see if NQ took that high yet. All right, ES has taken it. All right, so we're moving stops to that short term low now. Once again, I'm trailing my stop aggressively here because of the simple fact that ES hasn't inversed that 15 minute. Loading up about $200 on every account right now. We actually got a closure over too. That's pretty good. 301 is take profit. Hello?
Hey, you know,
Yes, sir.
hey, mom, I come on with your sister. Make help her in the house.
I know she definitely she FaceTime. She messed up right now.
Yeah, don't laugh at her because she emotional. I had to sit with her for 20 minutes.
All right.
All right, man. Thanks.
Where you going back to work?
I'm at the pharmacy trying to pick up some of the meds.
All right. Well, I'll see
All
you
right.
when you go.
All right, son.
All right. Love you.
Love you too.
We stretching out this 5 minute. We might even see her tracing back into this 5 minute uni, which I don't really care to see. But we have a gap here, so that every gap should get respected. Every model, every gap, everything should get respected. Seeing these works here makes me feel pretty good about continuation high. And once again, the only reason I entered this before, like I didn't get this fill, is because the fact that ES Displays put in the bullish uni model. Very nice displacement out of a daily gap. I was not looking for shorts. I made that very clear. I wasn't looking for shorts. And now that we didn't burst this 1 minute, definitely this stop would be pretty accurate. But this mitigation should get respected. Move my stop here if we take that out. Yes, sir. NQ. Where's NQ at? Looks like it's setting an alert. All right, yes, it's now taking that high. All right, moving my stop here. The short-term low. We definitely should see continuation higher here if NQ also decides to take that high. There we go. High has been taken. Once ES takes this point of buy side too, if it takes it before, then we're just gonna get out. But as of right now, we're looking clean. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna be right back. ES hasn't burst that 5 minute now. I was gonna just put my stop here and then run the final here. Even though I know that ain't really um what I should be doing, but ES is a gap right here, so oh it doesn't actually. But I mean, I want to see that 200 cannon cap. And it should also react off this mitigation block right here. We should definitely see a move off of this. But the way it's acting, it looks like it might even want to pull back some. There are a lot of 5 minute gaps as well. And I'm fine with this stop to make 139. I also seen how we reacted out that mitigation, that strong upwards candle. I would really like to see I really like my stop as of right now, even though I should be trailing it short term low, but I'm leaving a lot of money on the table, which is why I'm doing that. Not a lot, but too much, but about 40 points. All right, just like that, 139 points secured. Let's do it. And I mean, just a quick breakdown. I mean, I saw that we were in this daily gap here, right? We swept a lot of liquidity. I mean, a lot of this liquidity got swept. Um, so now, and we also formed this hourly bearish gap. So this was the target as well. I mean, this high was the start of the gap, which was the New York Open, clean double top. ES also filled majority or more of this 4 hour fair value gap, and along with this mitigation too. So I was looking for longs to target the New York Open as of right now. Longs here would have been invalid. You know, you want to rush, but you can't. You have to wait for manipulation. You know, this is just a short-term high. The displacement, not really an accurate displacement. But once we sweat the short-term low, form the gap here on ES, not in Q, but hold up, in Q, do it on here. No, I didn't. So had the displacement entered. As soon as ES touched that gap on this candle right here is when I entered. Um, got a bit of an early entry, but it paid off. Took off most of our position here, and then this was final TP, so that'll be it right there.